Hey guys, this is Mrs. Stimac. For you 8th graders, I am going to show you, just as a reminder, how to solve for the Pythagorean Theorem. We've been working on that right now. As you know, the formula for the Pythagorean Theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, and we've worked on that formula many times in class. It's also up on the bulletin board. When you're dealing with the Pythagorean Theorem, you are trying to figure out one of the sides of a right triangle. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture of a right triangle. You notice I start with the L. The L is for each of your legs. So this is considered one of the legs, and this is the other leg. And then the longest side of your right triangle is the hypotenuse, which is your diagonal that goes down. Got to be careful though, because you need to look at where your right angle is in your L, your 90-degree angle, because your hypotenuse, or your C, is always opposite from the 90-degree angle. So this will be your C, and we're going to try to figure that out today. We don't know what the C is. For your A, you can decide which side is your A and which side is your B. I usually do it this way. I start with the top part of the L is usually my A, and this is my B. We're going to say that today that A is equal to 7, B is equal to 10, and we're going to try to figure out the C. Okay? So what I'll do, and what I start off doing, is I plug in the numbers. So I'm looking at my formula, and I see that I have the A that starts off first. So I find my A, which is 7, and I plug it in here. 7 squared. Okay? Then I'm going to bring down my plus sign, and I look for my B, which is next, and it says it's 10. 10 squared. And then finally my C is unknown, so I'm going to leave that in my equation as C squared. Okay, from this point I'm going to grab my calculator if I need to and square 7 squared, which I know 7 squared is 49, plus my 10 squared, which is 100, and that is equal to my C squared. Okay, I'm still not finished yet because I can still combine some like terms here. I have two constant numbers, so I have 149, which I know equals to 149. Bring down my equal sign, and I still have C squared over here. To determine what C squared is, or what C is equal to, I'm going to take the square root of both sides, and that will determine what my hypotenuse, or my C, is equal to. Now, I don't know what the square root of 149 is, but when you are using your calculator, make sure you remember to put, you're going to do your second button, then your X2 button, and then type in your 149. So it'd be second, X2, 149, and hit the enter sign. And you will get 12.2. And that is what my hypotenuse is equal to. So if I have one side of a right triangle, one leg is equal to 7, and one leg is equal to 10, my hypotenuse is equal to 12.2, which you notice the hypotenuse is always the longest side of your right triangle. Okay? So that is how you do the Pythagorean Theorem if you are given both of the legs and you have to figure out the hypotenuse. Okay? The next one I'm going to show you is if you are given one of the legs and you have to determine the other side. Okay? Good luck.